Okay. Hello, Year 10. This is the first virtual assembly. Very strange to be recording this from my house. I've missed you all. It's been a tough old slog for us. So we went on lockdown from the 23rd of March. We've been in touch via phone calls. I've managed to speak to some of you. Your tutors have been ringing you, keeping in touch. Remember the website at school is very useful to keep in touch. We can also email, etc. So today I'm going to share with you Year 10 Assembly, some PowerPoints and some slides, and talk through an update of how things are going. So I will share my screen with you now. I will just click onto my PowerPoint that we will have a look at. Okay, assembly PowerPoint is here. Am I sharing that? No, not that one. Let me just have a look. Assembly 19th. Oh, here we are. Be able to share that with you. Excellent. Let's also go on to the slideshow and from the beginning. Well, first for me, first for you guys, Year 10 online assembly. Hope you're all well. As I said, I've missed you all, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Coronavirus. Very, very worrying times when it all started. Very unusual times. We haven't had anything like this since the war, where the schools have been closed for so long. Everything's been on lockdown. It's been a tough time for us all. We need to make sure we're kind, we stick together, and we can get through this together. Adapting to a new way of life. We are slowly but surely getting back to normal. When I say normal, it's a new normal, with our social distancing, continuously washing our hands, making sure we have to disinfecting everywhere, having wipes everywhere and cleaning surfaces. So it's about adapting to our new way of life, which we can do all together and work together. There's lots of advice out there for us to think about, and I'd like to show you some slides of what I think are very good websites for you to use or what to avoid. Now, the coronavirus websites to look at, which are very informative and useful, are the nhs.uk coronavirus and the gov.uk. Every day there's a bulletin on BBC One. It starts around 4 o'clock, the programme, or 4:30. At 5 p.m. they have a bulletin, either held by the Prime Minister at the time, which is Boris Johnson, or someone else in his cabinet will talk about stuff, as in statistics and what's going on, how many deaths, etc., and what the latest information is. They're very informative and good to watch. We do have a lot of coverage in the news every day. Now, don't consume yourself too much in all this news everywhere about COVID-19. Obviously, you need to know a little bit about it, but it's important that we switch off mentally and try and put our mind to something else rather than just the virus all the time. Social media, pros and cons. Obviously, you guys love it. You're always on it. I like it too. I go on it, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But it's about making us aware of what's going on, but not taking it too seriously. Not see if we see a sad post or something that upsets us or makes us anxious. It can be quite negative. So trying not to keep on it all the time would be the key for me. Speaking with someone you trust. If you're feeling anxious about coronavirus or staying at home more than usual, you may find it helpful to talk to someone. Can you talk to someone in your family? Do you have any siblings you can speak to? Your friends? Us teachers are here for you. Please email us anytime. We will email you back. Have a look. Maybe ring the school, leave an answer phone message. We've got lots of people who can help you, support you. Problem shared, problem solved. We've all said that. In Year 10, we do have a lot of students who have some mental health issues, and it is a big problem in society, but we are worried that since the coronavirus, there may be more of you that are very anxious or worried about coming back to school or worried about being back to normal. There's some great websites out there. Have a look at these ones for yourselves and just make sure that you're speaking to people, reaching out to people. Happy mind, happy life. Look at the positives in life. There's lots of positives we can also think about. Try not to consume yourself with what's going on. Daily routine, very important. Plan how you'll spend your time. Write this down on paper, put it on the wall in your bedroom. Try to follow your ordinary routine as much as possible, trying to get up at the same time, etc. Now, I've made phone calls to yourselves, some of you, and it worries me when I ring about midday, 1 o'clock, and you're still in bed. That's not a daily routine. That would not be happening if you were at school. You need to make sure now that you are going to bed at a suitable hour, not up on your Xbox till 2 a.m., and that you're getting up at a reasonable time, having breakfast, having a routine, having a shower. So my routine would generally be, when I was at school, it was a 6:20 alarm. I've elapsed a bit here, 7 o'clock alarm now will go off. I'll get up, make myself a coffee, maybe pop back to bed, watch BBC Breakfast News for half an hour, and look at all the sport, etc. And then I'll get up, go for a run. I'll either do some exercise. I'm lucky enough to have a bike at home. I've got a watt bike at home. I'll do some weights, take the dog out, etc. Then I would shower, laptop on at 9, work till about 1, have a bit of lunch, go back to the computer a couple of hours. But for me, like anyone, it is tough working from home. There are many distractions. You need to have a routine to keep you going. That is the key for success during these worrying times. As I mentioned, exercise. Being a PE teacher, very important, very passionate about keeping fit. Please, please keep fit, whether it's tidying your bedroom, still being active, bit of hoovering, bit of dusting, help around the house, maybe do some cooking and cleaning in the house, dancing to music. I know a lot of you love your music. Put the old Just Dance on, do the old YouTube, makes your mind a bit good. Going up and down the stairs if you've got a house, or just walking around the flat, and making sure that you are active. Online, great videos, lots of videos online. You can Google anything, Pilates or whatever kind of stuff you want to do. Those people who not so active but like to relax by doing their arts and crafts or drawing, colouring, writing, listening to music, you do that if it makes you feel good and relaxes you and helps with the mind. It's important that we have a balance in life. Following the rules. As mentioned at the start of the video, you need to make sure you are keeping your social distance. So important, 2 meters apart. Research shows if you are apart from someone, you've got a less chance of catching the virus. You have to make sure that you don't meet up in more than groups of 6 maximum. That's what the government has said. You can visit a friend in their garden, or if you don't have a garden, go and meet at the park. Be outside in the fresh air and less likely to catch it outside. Wear a mask on public transport, whether it's on the bus, train, however you're getting to school or moving around. Please, that is now an actual rule from the government to wear a mask, keep yourself safe. Home learning, the vein of your lives. This is the new way of learning and we all need to adapt to it, myself included. Setting work online, on Show My Homework, etc. Now, if you're going to the school website and you click on home learning, top left-hand corner, and then going to student work and folders, you can find at the bottom a year 10 folders, all the different subjects, English, math, science, etc. Now, with a lot of the maths and science, particularly, you can go online like Heggarty Maths, you can do Seneca Science, but there's also like business studies, going to your folder and there'll be work set in there for you. Now, we just introduced this while you've been on lockdown, Show My Homework. Lots of you have had problems logging on. In fact, some of you haven't even logged on. You need to log on. It's not ideal on your phone because the app's not as efficient as the internet when you use a laptop. But you go into the Show My Homework, log in. At the bottom of the page, say Office 365. Click on Office 365. Write in your school charter email address and your password, and then you will log in and it will tell you all it's very student friendly, user friendly. I'm not great at ICT and I understand it, so I'm sure you will. So make sure we are doing that. So that's being recorded. Teachers are looking at it. We are then obviously marking it, feedback to students, etc. So it's really important you keep on top of that. The new way of learning. Now, back in September, when I introduced my ethos for Year 10, the Dream Team, we are known as Barry's Bootcamp. And Barry's Bootcamp is back. You'll be pleased to know. We are going to be as fit as ever because that's what we are experiencing at the moment. The ethos is fit because we need to be physically fit to be strong by doing our exercises and for our mental health. And psychologically, it makes you just feel much better. If I have a day where I'm feeling a bit under the weather and I don't exercise, it's not good. I don't feel great. I have to take the dog out, get some fresh air, important. I for independence, hugely important, because you guys are independent, especially now going into year 11 in September. I can ring your parents, say you're not doing your work, your teachers can ring you, your tutors can ring you, you can email you. Parents, go on, you do your work, get your laptop out, and it is tedious for us, but it's you're the centre of it. Independence is I for you. Okay, you need to do it for yourself. Do you want a good job? Do you want a nice house? Do you want nice things in life? Work hard, get a good education, and then you can have a better future. Think about it. When you start college, you're going to have to be independent. You can't not be independent, because I won't spoon feed you. They won't say do this, do that. They say if you don't do it, you'll fail the course, and if you fail the course, you won't get a good job, etc. You've got to be independent. Now, to be independent, you need to manage your own time, except by having a daily routine, like I mentioned before. And I'll mention later on about how important having a routine is, and a timetable, and planning your day. So hopefully you'll find this very useful. Now, online, MS Teams, Microsoft Teams, always on the advert on ITV, you may have seen it, how we're all communicating. Your lessons, you'll be tuning into live lessons. You'll be getting, I believe, this week some MS Team online information. A letter gets sent home. Again, it'll be on the internet, on the website, Charter Academy website. There's a little icon in the middle of the page, and there'll be a little hand showing like this. If you click on the hand, it will tell the teacher that you've got your hand up and you've got a question. Now, next to the hand is a speech bubble. You can also click on the speech bubble, type out the question that you've got, and it will go straight to the teacher. And they may ask at the end any questions. We use this a lot. We have meetings. I have head of year meetings once a week, PE meetings with my Mr. Ozan, head of PE. So I use this, but it's easy to get used to. I'm not great at technology, and you will be fine at this. So again, it's something we've got to get used to, and something we need to use. Okay. As mentioned, getting organised, using I for our FIT ethos, independence. How can I be independent? Are you someone who's a morning riser, gets up early and works well from 8:30? Maybe not. Maybe you want to start your timetable at 9. That's fine. We need to make sure we have a timetable, and learning to learn, getting organised, because next year when you're having your exams in year 11, you will need an exam timetable. So get used to this, okay? Try to base your timetable on the things you'd normally do. So look at your timetable in your planner. On a Monday, I've got science lesson 1. Well, let's do science lesson 1 on a Monday then. And let's try and maybe relate our learning maybe to our timetable. Could be a good idea. Don't forget to add lunch in. So you're going to work so long, stop maybe for lunch, and then come back. Have time off, have the breaks. You want to be doing little chunks of learning, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, have a break, come back. That's the best way to learn. You want to cram it all in. Decide if are you better working in the mornings or afternoons? I know teenagers are better later on. You might decide to work maybe 10 a.m. then until 5. Whatever works for you, but make sure you get the hours in. Adding break times and leisure activities, also important for you to do that. Sad times, guys, but this was quite frustrating. So we had to cancel work experience. We spent so much time organising, planning, going online, you filling in all those information to get your work experience, you having interviewed for work experience. I do feel very sorry for you guys that we had to cancel it. It was out of our control. The coronavirus, the lockdown, we just couldn't do it. Unfortunately, we won't have enough time in year 11 to complete it either in year 11. But the positives are you could be independent and actively seek work experience for yourselves in August. You could get in touch with the employer who you're going to work with and maybe say, could I do a week in August? Do you need any help? Or 1 day a week, whatever they've got around. But this would be independent from school. So we're not going to actually do this for you. You'd have to independently yourself get in touch with the employer and try it. But that's something you could do. So think about that. Also, unfortunately, we've had to cancel our taster days. They were all in the diary. The buses were booked. It was all planned. They were going to be happening this month and next month. But do not worry. Miss Ritchie's always on her email. Please email if you've got any questions. She will be. She has information on the website, and here she's emailed me this to put in the assembly today. Virtual work experience. Click on these 2 links here, and you will find information about virtual work experience that will help you. Maybe some interactive sessions you can get involved with. College taster days. Go on the websites and the colleges you're interested in. Have a look at all the courses, apprentices, whatever you want to do. Look at the grades you need. and there'll be some virtual tours. I know Portsmouth are having one, which is on the next slide. I'll speak about that in a minute. Be independent. It's you. You need to be independent. You need to get ahead of the game. Portsmouth, here we are. Here's the adverts. So, virtual taster day, 6th to 10th of July. Course information, taster activities for each subject, support information, live question and answers as well on the 6th and 7th at 6 p.m. You can log in, put that in your diary, get that down. Portsmouth is a great college, and you will be, luckily, in September, October time, they'll be having evenings where you can go in, have a look around the colleges anyway. But please start thinking about that, because that's really important. There is a video, I'm not going to share it with you today, but this is the video, and it's quite, I think it's positive. It's important because it makes us realise, actually, there are some positives that come out of lockdown. Maybe you spent more time with your family. Maybe you're enjoying the outside more. Maybe you're not on your phone every 5 minutes. So we can have a look at positives. So in your own time, please do feel free to copy that and paste that into Google and watch that video. It's very inspiring. Final slide. We've got this year 10. Keep on going. We can do this. Teamwork makes a dream work, as we always know. Firstly, a little bit disappointed. We've got 125 in the year group. We've only got about 65 that are signed up to come in for this final term. We're only asking you to come in for 1 day a week. 1 day a week, and that's 4 sessions. You would have hopefully been in for your one-on-one with a teacher. When you do come in, very safe. The teacher will meet you, bring you in and out in one entrance, 2 meters apart, safe environment. You are very safe. Please do not worry about that. You'll be doing your core subjects, English, Maths, Science. And then when you're not in school, the other 4 days, you will be doing your home learning, your online live lessons to be happening, your MS Team live lessons, your Shoma homeworks. You'll be really busy. Really important you do it. Work hard. Continue with your home learning to be successful. School's not finished, but it's now in a different way. We're online. Catching up in September. That's what you'll be doing, guys, if you don't get this work done now. A lot of catch-ups. So maybe most days you might have to stay till 5, extend your day and get the work done. That's if you're not doing the work now. You've got to catch up now, okay? Be independent in preparation for college. I'll be giving out charter points, both on your system and your behaviour log. It'll be on Bromcom, but also we'll be putting them out on Show My Homework. You'll get rewarded. If you're going to do something, get rewarded for it. So we'll be able to do that for you. Really important that you get as many independent points as you can. Finally, maintain a routine. Get up early, don't lie until midday, please, because that's not the way we operate. If we're at school, you wouldn't be doing that now. It's about being structured. You're allowed to lie at the weekends and have a rest then, obviously. Try and structure your week, and then you're right, we've got this, we can do this. Any questions about the assembly, any problems, concerns, please email me, c.barry@charteracademy.org.uk. Stay safe. Take care. Year 10. Let me just close this PowerPoint down and go back to our video. Okay. Where are we? We are just here. Lovely. Right. Hope everyone is okay, and we'll be fine. We can get through this together. Home learning is important. You can do it. I've got every faith in you. Take care, Year 10. Have a good week.